inconvenience. This talk is about the engineer side of design system. Neha explained really very well about design system from the manager point of view, and this talk is about from the engineer point of view. So the talk topic is system with style system. And before going into that, let me introduce myself. I'm an explorer of nature, art, and of course, technology. So this is me exploring Sawat in my country. I am Taley'a Mirza. This is my handle, and I am from Pakistan. I work as a front-end engineer as in SastaTicket.pk. That is a small startup, sort of a one-stop solution for all the travelers to book their flights, their hotels, and multiple traveling packages. I also run a community meetup called React Karachi. Um, in part time, I work as a lead instructor in a program called Tech Karo in Circle 2020. This program is about teaching the youth of underserved community how to code. And the best thing about this program is there is 75% quota for women in this program. So this is the way I can empower women in tech. Uh, these are the these are the communities in which I am very active, and I do speaking, volunteering, and sometimes just attending their events. I have many interests as well, like cooking, cycling, painting, sometimes mentoring, and traveling, of course. So this is a lot about myself. Let's go about what is this talk about. So this talk is about the most common design system challenges we face while developing design systems, and how style systems can help us to solve them, and what are the main tenets of style system. Yeah. So I want to share my story from 2 years back when SastaTicket.pk acquired a software consultancy Recursive, in which I was one of the team members or a software engineer there. We came SastaTicket and joined it as an engineering team, and we had some initial products there, like a flight booking app that was in development process and that needs to be stabilized in next few months. And there was also a CMS configured at the website at the time. So after 1 year, we stabilized our flight app, but we had some other products as well that are a new customer management portal, a previous CMS to additional support. There was a hotel booking app in development process, and there was planned a new product that was hotel booking management portal. Uh, so we thought about how to maintain our brand identity across our all products, and to ensure the consistent UIs, we had to control the theme. Uh, and we also want to reduce development efforts. So there comes design system in game. Our designers built an initial style guide. So we thought about how to build the base of design system, because most of the products are built on React. So with choose React as the main technology stack. We also add style components into the stack, and we build a custom theme on our style guide. So we started our new product, which was planned with the atom design approach, and we built some atoms in our design system like text, buttons, badges, inputs. We choose the same atom design approach that Neha mentioned, and it is very amazing. So after building atoms, we build a storybook, and that is great for the documentation and visual customization of components. The idea was to run a pilot test and see how can we configure our design system in a real product. So we started our new product from scratch along with our baby design system, and we built some molecules with atoms while building features in our new product. We built some dialog boxes, some cards, some accordions, and tables. But as we go on, we had to customize a bit our components because whenever we need more customization in our components, we need more props and we had to refactor our components. So it was not that difficult, but because refactoring often occurs in processes to build consistent UIs, that was okay at that time. But there comes a time that we cannot handle more customization in a build one component because whenever we want to add some more customization in a build one, we either had to refactor the component in all our features, or we had to break the UIs. So we built a few one-off disposable components for our features, and that was okay at the time. We were not that smooth, but it's going on. It was not a big deal at that time, and we thought that it will be smooth over time. But there comes some pressure, and we all know that products sometimes need features fast. So we were trying our best, but there comes fast, and fast. So after some time, almost over 6 months, our new product has evolved really fast. We built some really amazing features in our new product. But what about the design system? We had three types of different cards, visually the same, two links, two buttons, two types of image components. We had multiple layout usages like flat box. Some developers were using the grid style, theme was lost, different spacing, hard coded values. Different developers were using different practices, and because they're creating new ones, developers were losing the interest in design system. As we have to deliver features fast as possible, this is the view of our design system. So we had to stop, and we stopped because we cannot scale with that. So we put a break on product and we start listening to our design and code. So the problems we identified were inconsistency in design. So our product team, designers, and developers sat together and identified those and started planning for a V2. The second problem we encountered was refactoring efforts, and we had fixed our constraints, but we have to think about a solution when we can fix our constraints, but we can provide a minimal flexibility for changing requirements, and when we have to build features really fast. The third problem was about the responsive styling. Responsive styling always takes time whenever we have to build a different view in mobile and a different view in desktop. In style components, we have to add multiple media queries and multiple tags. and that increases the technical depth. So just theming doesn't work here. We need some more appropriate solution. So what's next? We came to explore the style system. So what is the style system? Let me brief introduce the style system. The style system is a library built by Ben Jackson. It's kind of a layer of abstraction for CSS and JS libraries like style components, emotions, and many more to build consistent UIs faster. It provides us some style props that pick up values from a global theme, and it can apply styles responsibly across breakpoints. So how it works? Let's discuss this in a bit detail. So to build consistent UIs faster, style components provide a theme object that is centered around the idea of scale, and it can be integrated same as we integrate in theme in style components. We have two different syntax for the scales. An array scale, we can declare our font sizes in the array scale, and we can also declare scales as objects. We can also have nested objects in our theme object, like we can have multiple shades of blue in the blue object. We can also declare some aliases like the body font size and display font size, and it can take the value from the font sizes scale. So this is the way it builds consistent UIs faster. It also provides style props that pick up values from the global theme that we have discussed right before. So what are the style props it gives? Let me go over that. This is the reference table of the style system. It gives some categories of style props like space. In space, we can have multiple props for the margin and padding. For color, we can have different props for colors, for typography, layout, and other grid, background. We can have multiple props that we can integrate in our components without any difficulty with the help of style props. So how to do that? Let's see it here. For example, we had declared our space scale in our theme, and we just have to import the space from style system, and then we can use it in our style component. And whenever we want to add a margin or padding, I can use it in my component right ahead. I don't have to refactor my component for style props, and it can give us flexibility as well. So if I don't want to use any of the space declared here, I can use my own value in the prop. Whenever the value is larger than the length of the array, it can take it as a value. Like in this case, it will take padding as a 13 pixel value. So we can fix our constraint, but we can also give a minimal flexibility for the features that changes rapidly, and we have to respond to them from the design system point of view. So the third thing is it can apply style responsively across breakpoints that can help us in decreasing the technical depth. How it works for the breakpoints. So if I want to build a box that has 100% width in mobile and 50% width in laptop and media query works, I would like to add my breakpoints in the theme object. And here we have the breakpoints that we can use for the theme. If we don't declare the breakpoints, it can take the default values as well. So we can also make aliases like we had in Bootstrap, and we can use those breakpoints in our component. So for this media query code, we had to write in our style components. Now we can write a simple syntax in which we can give values in fractions. Like for the first breakpoint, that is my mobile one, I would like to give 100%. The second one is 50%, and third one is 25%. It would take the breakpoints and take work along with it. So here we can also work with it with some aliases. So we got a really strong base for our design system through the style system. So these are actually providing the three tenets of a style system. What are these? These are the first one is consistency. We can style consistently with our global theme that we discussed earlier. We can provide a flexibility to respond to changing requirements quickly while building features fast. And there is a saying from Nathan Curtis that our system value is realized when products ship features using parts from the system. If we are not using the parts from the design system, that it's not that appropriate to build a design system that we cannot use. So it also gives us the responsive scalability. We can create mobile first responsive layouts with ease with the help of a style system. There is a ecosystem libraries that are built with the foundation of the style system. Most of the libraries here are some you can use them as a base for your style system, but most of them are library specific. Like it's for some of them are for style components and some are for emotion. But the best thing about the style system is that it's not framework specific. It is a framework agnostic, means you can use it as style components or emotion. You can use it with React or Angular or Vue. So it depends on your tech stack. You can use it in many libraries and frameworks. So the outcome of this talk and the learning from our story is style system obviously cannot solve all the design system challenges we had, but it helps us to solve the challenges that we have discussed in this talk, and it can definitely help us leveling up our design system by providing a strong base for the design system. So here is a saying from Alex Scalifer that you cannot innovate on products without first innovating the way you build them. So I would like, we have found the style system amazing, and you can also try it out. If you are struggling with the same challenges I have discussed, you can definitely try it out and work with style system in your design system. And if you are going to plan for the design system, you can also explore the style system libraries that, and you can use them in your project. So thank you. That's all from me. That is my handle, Taley'a Mirza, and you can ask questions in the design system channel in the Discord. It is second day of Ramadan, and I would like you to wish happy Ramadan, and that's all from my side.